Hello everybody, it is Saberwolf, and welcome to another Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, the randomizer for Final Fantasy 3 or 6, depending on which generation you grew up in. Again, I am Saberwolf. I'm joined by Goku Black. How you doing, bud?
I am doing pretty good. We have a good old co-op race here. I'm interested to see how it works. Uh, the spoiler log, they are able to. There's a mentor, and then there's the actual the racer going on. So they're going to be helping each other.
Yep, so this is a
Well,
little
how
bit
do you
of
feel?
Yep. So this is a little bit of a preview of the Moogles first kind of thing, where it's going to be new players. This is going to help introduce new players to this randomizer, and also kind of have a coach to help them out with in order to play the game. And we have about 3 minutes. We have 3 minutes to race time. And yeah, so what we're going to talk about. So we have Double Down and Mogri. Zenobian is teamed up with Sedokiaba. Jex Ferox is with Hefe. And Falcon Hit is with Yako Wako. So, yeah, there's a lot of names on the screen, but there is only going to be 4 racers, and each of those 4 racers have a coach. So, just to help with the confusion there.
And I'm interested to see what's going to happen in this seed. What are you most excited about?
Oh, I'm most excited about like the whole like dynamic of having somebody trying to help explain to you where you should go, what you do, the coaching like that. Because we are going to pull and actually look into and hear these guys talk and chat about various things. Now this is going to be a little bit harder because again we're going to look for 12 espers as opposed to the 9 espers. And but the Kefka skip is still available at 9 characters. 2 minutes to race here. So yeah, again, everything else is pretty much it's like slightly easier version of Ultras League. Ultras League is like our pro level league, I guess you could say, that just started up this year. It's kind of cool. It places people around the skill levels they are. It's going to take a season or two, I think, to work itself out. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. So this is it's like that dynamic, but made for newer people to actually run in. So what do you think?
I think it's a good way to introduce people to the randomizer itself. I think it's an interesting little dynamic there. You know, you have mentors, and then you have the actual people wanting to learn. I think it's a nice little way to do it.
Definitely. We are 1 minute to race here. Now, unfortunately, you're not going to hear the battle sounds of combat like you normally do in the background for the whole entire run. You are going to be hearing some music just playing in the background or just us just yakking away. So there's not complete dead air, but we are going to do look-ins and bring up their audio for individual people. So just to let you all know. So you're not going to have that battle sound. So you're not, if you don't hear like the kapow kapow of a boss being killed, that's probably why. As we are 30 seconds away to race now. Players and coaches have 10 minutes to go over the log to figure out, try to plan out their run the early game, and they go from there. So,
Yep, little interesting dynamic there.
yeah. All right, here we go. So the race will be starting in 10 seconds after this timer goes off. All right, 10 seconds to race. Good luck and have fun, everybody, as we go into the Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide community race for Thursday night. Here we go.
Looks like we're off.
Like a thundering herd of basset hounds.
Looks like we're off.
Huh. So we're just trying to get the timers running. Sorry about that, everybody. I'm just trying to get the timers synced up here. Um, because it did not get started immediately. So. And the first starting we have, so what do we have for starting characters, bud?
So it looks like for our starting characters, we have Shadow, we have Mog, and we have Setzer.
Okay, that's a pretty good set. I mean, Shadow's pretty utilitarian. Setzer and Mog have decent magic powers, so that shouldn't be too bad for a start here. As we now, the first about 7 to 10 to even 15 minutes of a Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide race is usually looting. So we have Double Down and Mogri. They're going through Returner's Cave along with Falcon Hit and Yako Wako. They're also doing Falcon Cave. Zenobia actually starting in Zozo, which is an interesting starting area to go into first. Does have some
Yeah,
looting in there, but you know.
yeah, it's I don't really see it being done too often.
No. And also we have Jex Ferox and Hefe. They are actually doing World of Balance South Figaro.
Yeah, that's oh, it looks like Mog has natural magic as well.
Oh, that's pretty decent. Bolt edges. Oh, so it looks like it's basic normal throwing, as Mogri's really slow moving here. We are taking the restreams of their feeds, so please bear with us. And again, the reason why you don't hear audio right now is because they are talking to each other, and having, I think, like 4 voices on air at the same time would be kind of difficult for everybody watching the background. So we are moving along with that.
Yes. I
Okay,
can
put
definitely
some stuff in the
understand
background
that.
here.
Yes. So Hefe doing the grabbing the super balls. A couple of super balls. You don't get to see that too often, so it's nice seeing those actually. They're a lot better than what you would think.
Yeah, definitely. So yep. So let's jump in on one of these ones running around here. Let's check in on Jex Ferox and Hefe. Let's see what they're up to right about now here.
Looks like they're
Bruin
looks like they're
Thamasa
doing their
is a hot spot.
Figaro all the way looting spree here.
There's Magus hats as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so they found some Magus hats apparently.
Yeah. So it looks like. Ooh, earrings too.
You had jump, right?
Earrings increase your magic power,
Dragon
your
Horn.
magic-based attacks and
South
whatnot.
Figaro
by
World of
1/4.
Balance relic.
Okay.
So, definitely worth it.
Yep, definitely. Yep, so that was a quick listen in on Jex Ferox and Hefe there. So that was kind of interesting. They're talking, they're going through, seeing where certain items are located in the world and what specific shops to go to. Because they do have a spoiler log where they know where certain shops are. So that will help narrow their direction and where they can go, where they should go. This might be actually open world. Is this open world? I couldn't get a look at the flag set because I was too busy trying to set everything up.
No, I wasn't looking at the flag set either.
Okay.
I think it might still be character gating. I think the Falcon Head and whatnot. I think they forgot that.
Okay, well, now they're going to South Figaro Cave. They're going to do some early leveling. That's usually why you go there. Let's take a listen in real quick and see specifically what they're doing in there.
And to get him, you got to do felt case.
I need to get there first.
Yeah.
If I'm not there, then this is not worth hearing.
Okay. Where are you right now?
I'm trying to grind for levels, but it's against junks, which are killing me right now.
Which is junk. Yeah, pep up. Come on, pep up.
Well, at least Mog got some levels.
That experience.
Yeah, unfortunately, versing the junks there, yeah, that's not going to be the best thing you want to face.
No, not really. Like, oh man, that's a feels bad moment.
Yeah, definitely. But this is a little bit easier fight then, and we also have health on Shadow. Not the greatest magic power, but it should help definitely in the early game as Setzer has the throw, which is Shadow's normal ability. Um, so yeah, not too bad there. You get a pretty good setup though. I mean, because you have you said you have natural magic on Mog, right?
Yeah.
Yep, so that's pretty good. See.
And the reason, let me just talk about a minute. Well, how we know that Mog has natural magic. So if you go into the status menu, there's a flag that's been turned on that when you go into the status menu, it will say natural, and that means that they have natural magic. And so that's one of the Worlds Collide things on that.
Yep. Yeah, it's a good indicator so you know who has the magic and who doesn't, because the natural magic, can be randomized onto random characters on top of the skills that you get as well. As that's a Regal Crown that Falcon has found. That's a pretty good stat item. Ice Rods. Also saw Fixed Dice, which we do have Setzer as a natural Fixed Dice user, so that'll be helpful.
Yeah, especially when you get to the end part of the run.
Yeah,
those are definitely going to be strong.
Yeah, but fortunately, with Setzer already having throw as a command, that sometimes could do higher damage in the low end. So might just, I mean, you could go both ways there. I mean, if you can find a Dragoon set, which is Dragon Boots and Dragon Horn, you could theoretically switch over to that late game, as that's a Genji Shield and World of Ruin Albrook there for Seto Kiaba and Zenobian. So yeah, ooh, it looks like it's another experience egg too. Nice.
Oh yeah, definitely. So the experience egg is definitely good early on.
They sold a Genji Shield.
What?
They sold it. Money. They must have wanted money, I guess. That's yeah.
Well, they're just so Falcon hit them just sold that. I think they also sold like a Force Shield, as well as the Regal Crown.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good stat item though, regardless.
So we have Hefe and Jexfarok. They are in the bottom left here. They are actually doing Floating Continent. Good little level up because you do fight a few battles and a couple of bosses before you get onto the island, and you actually get 3 rewards from doing that. So they could propel them up into a better position here. As Seto Kiaba looks like they're doing the shopping, they're doing the log shopping, looking for good items. Mongri actually doing the Shadow Free check, which is Gao's dad's house. And looks like Falcon Head and Yakawako doing the same exact thing as Zenobia and Seto Kiaba are doing. They're doing the cheaper, looks like Esper. That is an Esper, it's Bahamut.
Yeah, and the free shadow check, unfortunately, just having a Valiant Knife where it's a good item, but not what we're looking for, sadly.
Nope. So we do have 2 Espers actually for Falcon Head, so they are slightly into the lead as Seto Kiaba and Zenobian do have an Esper as well.
Yes, and this is where things start to become a little faster.
Yeah, the early games of Mad Scramble, like everybody's going to every different corners of the universe here. As again, Zenobia and Seto Kiaba, they're doing Cave of the Valdette, which is the World of Ruin Shadow Check. Jexfarox and Hefe are still plugging their way through the floating island early bosses. Hades Giagus, that's a really tough boss or regular fight here.
Yeah, definitely agree with that. Looks like Bahamut just teaches bolts.
That's kind of rough. Good summon though, but not good for learning though. Unfortunately, for this time around.
Yeah, sadly. I didn't look at the flag set. Is the Mold King, is that the Mold King? 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 Is that the Mold King there is a flag for that. I was curious if it was on or not.
Unfortunately, not sure. Like I got my hands full. Everybody, sorry. I'm helping doing the commentary. I'm also doing the restream in the background. So I'm also doing all the really crazy stuff and pulling ins and out of the videos and stuff while we're checking in on people, chit-chatting, and trying to figure out what the direction they want to go in. So I'm juggling like 20. I'm juggling like 3 balls and 2 clubs, and yeah. But Hefe going into the second boss on the floating island, it's just going to be an Ultros. Ultros number 1, actually. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Definitely good boss you want to see, especially when you're a low level. Not too scary.
Nope, and it looks like Falcon and Yaku Yaku are also doing the same thing. They're going to floating island checks as well. That's a realm. That's why they went up there, because there was a realm sitting there waiting for them. Realm with sword tech? Okay. Retort is not too bad. Retort would be a good one for... it's not a retort. Yeah, it's retort. Right? What's the magic one? It's number 6. I know that.
The stunner are you talking about?
Oh, stunner. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, stunner. So stunner is a good one to have on her because of her natural magic power being high. The rest of them, not so much. It's going to be very good. But yeah. Thank you, Andrew.
This trap chest is not going to be hard. Just revivify and boom. That fight's over.
Yeah. Who do you want to check in on now here as we're progressing through?
Looks like...
Oh, it's an Atma weapon. Let's go check in with Falcon Hit again. Will they fight an Atma weapon? That'll be interesting.
Yeah, apparently...
And that battle was Tritalk. So if you want to go for the +2 magic, that would be an option.
What was my boss there?
Tritalk.
Tritalk. Can I beat Tritalk? I guess I could throw shurikens.
You can shuriken Super Ball it. And also, if anyone has the Valiant Knife, can anyone equip the Valiant Knife?
Everyone can equip the Valiant Knife right now.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so that's actually interesting. They said that everybody can actually equip the Valiant Knife right now on the team, and also that they're actually going for the Rome as well. So that's interesting.
Valiant Knife is great, especially if you're on Final Kefka where he uses Fallen One. Oh, mad damage. It does more damage the more HP you've lost, versus the Atma weapon, which does more damage based on how much HP you actually have.
Oh, this is a tough boss as we see a
Doomgaze.
Doomgaze popping up here on screen, but they do have super balls available because again they do have the preset of the flags that are not. You normally wouldn't have the cheat codes, I guess, to get through the seed, but we have the person who's a coach has all the information in front of them where everything is in the whole entire world. Oh, there's also Lumina there in the chest. Hello. Okay, yeah. So that's the other reason why they went up there. Okay. But the person who's running has no idea. They are blind. So it's up to the coach / navigator to get them through the race. So it's kind of like a rally car race where the person is driving and you have the person in the passenger seat telling them, like, turn left hard, over jump, kind of that kind of thing. So.
Yeah. It's definitely going to be interesting.
And thank you, Izzy TV, for the raid. Appreciate that.
And Seto, finding some magic urns instead of the fight they were probably wanting.
Well, I mean, they do give magic points or money, so that wouldn't have been a horrible thing. But
yeah, but they're sadly they're looking for levels. So
yeah, hashtag XP needed. That's why. So for grinding for XP, if you have these balls and stuff, I would actually probably go to World of Ruin Opera House and just do a dragon early. Just get all those levels immediately. Now, the only caveat to that, though, is that you would lose the learning of spells because you don't get that 50 magic points of spell learning. As it looks like Mogri is about to do Kefka at Narsh.
Oh yeah, could be an Esper, could be a regular item. It doesn't look like it's gonna be a character though, sadly.
No, it's not a character, which is unfortunately, and you only have 3 people in the group, so you're really gonna have to fight this boss with only 2 people. So, did dragons ever give magician?
I assume you
Oh,
mean
magicite.
Magicite?
Only when you have the flag set turned on where the dragons get mixed in as bosses, then they would. But in overall, no. They just give 2 high end items. They give the item that they normally give for that dragon, and they also give a second high tier reward as well, after the fact.
Yeah. So sadly, not the seed.
Yeah, no, this is pretty much just bosses are mixed up only. The dragons are mixed up within themselves, so they're not. You're not going to find the dragons in the right locations. But I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. So the dragons are mixed up within themselves, and the bosses are mixed up with themselves, but not crossing the other way.
Kefka Narsh boss
Ooh.
actually is Tree Talk this time.
Yeah, so Falcon Hit, that's what Falcon Hit and Yaka Waka were talking about. They're talking about like doing like Tri-Touch on this, so this must be a very good Esper here, is what they're looking for. They didn't say what Chesper it was or what it gave, but they did say that Tri-Touch was the boss up here.
Yeah.
Also, welcome to the chat first time, Michigan Man Dan. Appreciate that. Also, guarding at the end of Floating Island, that's rough.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Atma weapon into Doomgaze into Guardian, that's rough.
That's a nasty floating continent.
But they knew what they were getting themselves into, so they knew what the bosses are going to be. So as long as you're prepared, I guess you're good. Oh, that's right. And they had the Mog check up here, so this is actually a double check here.
Oh, Seto and Zorbian are going to the Fanatics Tower check.
Interesting. Well, that is a... So that's interesting. They got Strago instead of going to Realm. So they have not gone to Floating Continent to get Realm. They actually went to go get Strago. So let's listen in and see what they're talking about. Like, why would... just wondering what they were thinking when they went up there.
Yeah, I'm not playing gold. Well, I do have Thunder Shield.
Skull.
Oh, Skull. No, because I have, like, no magic. Never mind.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, look at the 1-4 Zozo.
Yeah, Dirt, even worse.
Yeah, but at least Dirt I would have Fight. But I'm probably going to do neither. I might do Dirt. We're already there, right?
With Dirt, if you pick up Celos and slap an Illumina on her, then maybe.
Yeah, I think I'll do that.
And she'll have this Minerva. So she will be well protected.
Okay, so basically they're talking about actually looking for Celeste and putting in Illumina and Minerva onto her to get her up and going into the later games. So I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, that's actually brilliant.
Oh, and it's just a Welk. Okay, so that's easy to fight too.
Well, Kira's not. He's not hard. First boss of the game, very easy.
Oh, but they're using a Thunder Shield on him? That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's. I don't normally
extreme.
see that. I mean that's a good idea, but that's your Thunder Shield gone.
Yeah, and also apparently the dragon and the tower is also Dirty Dragon. I think that's what they said. So yeah, they're probably Dirty Dragon is not the dragon you really want to fight with because of the earthquake. And the dragons are scaled, by the way. So the dragons are at the same levels as all the bosses and the characters and stuff like that is on progression. So the dragons are not horribly, like, tough.
Yeah, definitely. They're scaled with the level of the bosses. Just the only thing that isn't is the final battles.
Correct. So now Seto Cabins over here working all the way down the hill. And you can buy more shields, yeah. Because they actually have the log page, so they know where the shields are and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't expecting them to use that shield.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got me on that one.
But Realm apparently can use an Illumina, so that's a pro proc onto the Guardian for a decent amount of damage, because, you know, Realm, Magic Power, Murder Child.
And we have Cyan here at the next tower, which is pretty good.
That's a good check. So it's a good series of checks. You have a triple check with his Dream. He has X Magic, which is not what you want to see on Cyan.
No, absolutely not.
Cyan is probably the worst person to have on for X Magic, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see.
Okay, so looks like Celeste is going to be at Mount Zozo, and they're going to probably rotate through Dream in Magitech facility. Like we said, we don't have the. We're like the fans, the rest of the fans watching. We don't know where stuff's located until we listen in and get some cues in on what they're doing, because we don't know where everybody is. So sounds like that Celeste is actually going to be at Mount Zozo as. Okay, rookie mistake. We forgot the rust raid to unlock the door with.
yeah, I've been there before.
Oh, I've been there when I didn't have enough money to buy the rust raid.
Yeah, the rust raid's important. That's how you the door.
Shout out to Kaz Cappy, first time chatter in the chat. Thank you very much. I'm a fan of Celeste, so I'm cool with that.
I'm a Terra fan myself.
No. I will cut your mic.
What?
You're fine. So Strago again was in the Cave of the Valdette. Both Mongri and Hefe both going through there. They're actually the runners for this. Zenobian's piloting on the Seto Kiaba team there, and Falcon Hit's actually the pilot on the Yakawako Falcon Hit team.
Ah, okay.
So I know we're defeating Seto Kiaba's feed, but it's actually Zenobian, I believe, is actually the runner. And there's our Celeste right on cue.
Why not both?
Yeah.
Yeah, Celeste opens up like what? How many checks? Like it's a bunch.
Oh, Shima opens up the
2,
Opera
3.
House, the triple Magitech facility check, also the free check in South Figaro basement as well.
GP Rain.
GP Rain. So that's not a great skill, but they already were planning on making her the Illumina user anyways. So yeah, put the Experience Egg, put the Hyper Wrist on her, put Illumina and Minerva on her, and just forget about it. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, but we don't have a Warp Stone apparently.
No, doesn't look like.
So we're going to. Oh no. Well, maybe we're going to do Dragon. I don't think they did the Dragon coming up into here. So
No,
they're
they
going
never
to do
did.
Dragons to get. Okay, so they're going to do the Dragon after the fact to get the levels that we need for Celeste. So.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yep. So, but again, they have the cheat a little bit, so they know what stuff's what, so they can actually plan ahead to get those extra levels after the fact. So.
Yeah.
And there's the Dirty Dragon that we were mentioning before. So this is going to be a little bit of a tough fight. That's one of the strongest skills you can use other than Earthquake. Oh, Pro Proc right off the bat, girl. Way to go. By the way, we do have an economizer on Hefe's screen on the Stetzer check, the free check for them. As it looks like Mongri and Hefe are just going to chase each other around the map.
Yep.
And Falcon and Yakawako are now doing the Narsh World of Balance. They're going to be heading up the hill doing the Mog and Kefka Narsh checks as well, which we saw Mongri do earlier, I believe.
Yes, and I did see Slush did go down like very, very fast. Sadly, that's kind of what happens when you're fighting the Great Dragon.
pearl on me. Yeah. Ooh.
It's going down again.
Yeah, can't keep Setzer up, unfortunately, but definitely need this for levels.
Yeah, I definitely do agree with it. Oh, they got 3 warp stones. They're fine.
Oh, they have super balls. There we go. Here's a super ball. That's going to be a good hit. There we go. No, still going.
Not.
Dang.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think he's just going to say the heck with it and just kill it. Nope. Big
No?
thing here.
Okay.
By the way, Mogri is fighting Inferno right now.
That's number 128.
Sorry, number 128. All right. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That Inferno Junior is what I meant to say. Sorry.
Yeah, you said Inferno. And I'm like, that's not who it is.
Well, I started to say Inferno, and then somebody messaged me in Discord. I was like, huh? I got distracted. Squirrel. Okay. Back on track.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Seto and Zorbian are just finished with the Dirt Dragon. Get a Atmo weapon. I consider that to be, if you have a good amount of levels, maybe, but I think of it more of as a money item than anything.
Well, we do have a power sash. We do have maybe a red cap we can use. So that can combo in to get a lot of health, especially with, if we can find HP Esper. I mean, we can really stack that pretty quickly. Because we do have an experience egg already, as we do get a Search Disguise check with another Esper here on Hefe screen. That is a Shiva.
Ooh.
And I guess Shiva must have something good. Bolt 2, Cure 3. There we go.
Ooh, yes. Cure 3 and Bolt 2, definitely some of the better beginning spells. Especially Cure 3. I mean, it's the best healing. You gotta have some of that really good healing. We have I didn't see what the actual item was. Malgray's team. My bad. Yeah,
Alright, so we're kind of going crisscross applesauce here, although Zenobia and Seto are doing a new area with Magitech facility. Let's go check in on them real quick to see what they're up to.
Might also use Red Dragon to get someone else Ice 3 before Doma.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like one Ice 3 cast and a slap in the face, he's probably going down. Because the HP scaling isn't that much higher than normal. It's the levels that are higher, so they're just getting better abilities, really.
Yeah, I mean, HP scaling is 2.5 instead of 2, so they are getting a little tougher.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
enough not to make
not
Battlefield
too
a
much.
slog.
Yeah, so they're a little higher than usual, but it's not like 4.
No, I made the flags. I would never have done a 4. There's no
But
fucking
it's
way.
fun. Have you tried a Kaizo?
Okay, so that was great. So again, they're basically chit-chatting about about the level, their health progression. It is 2.5 on the health progression there, and yeah. So, and also not making it too difficult because they were talking about trying Kaizo. Yeah, I will not do Kaizo on this game. I don't hate myself that much.
Wait. Are we talking about what kind of Kaizo?
Like a Final Fantasy VI Kaizo.
You talking about like a hard type mod?
So there's certain things you could do in this game where you can make it like what's called like chaos kind of thing. And I actually set one up where you needed 12 espers to unlock Kefka's tower. and every 2 espers you get triggers a random effect. So you could get plus 10 magic power to your target party, or it could be plus 10 levels to bosses. You're not gonna know what happens every 2 levels on every 2 espers you get, all the way up to 12 or maybe even 14 if you don't get enough characters. Um, so yeah, it can get pretty crazy, pretty wacky.
I mean,
Oh,
doesn't like the scaling thing edit like 99, and then
well,
you have like
yeah, there's a cap you can actually put a cap in the flag set if you go to ff6wc.com. You can actually customize your own flags there, and you can actually put a cap on what levels, the highest levels you can get to for the bosses and Kefka and all. So yeah, so there is a point, and you can also set up flags where you can have like permadeath. So if a character dies in your group, they are just dead. You can't bring them back.
yeah.
I have not tried that. I will not try that. But I know some people have. It is tough.
I don't mind. I mean, I can say that I love hurting myself in the game. I'm one of those people. Hey, I'm one of those people. Okay, you can't change my mind.
Yeah. So Mogri and Hefe are doing a leg day here on the Tower of the Magi. Seto Kiyaba is going to face the second boss of Magic Facility, which is another Ultros. Ultros number 4, unfortunately. No experience here, but pretty easy fight.
Yes, and meanwhile, Falcon Hit's team finding the PM Stalkers, the trap chest, and the key in the belt. I don't think anyone really that has went there has gotten the trap chest. Am I right? Am I right or wrong?
I think you're right. I don't, because I mean, those don't really give you much of anything. You're really looking for the offering. As we see,
Yeah.
Bahamo gets something on screen. Hello.
Yeah, that's definitely. Oh, fight's over.
Yeah, so unfortunately, like I said, on Ultros version 4, you get sneezed off the screen, so you don't get any experience or anything off of that. I do
Tree
get a
Talk, though.
Tritouch. Yeah, a Tritouch. Okay, do you say Tritouch or Tritouch?
Tree Talk. Warp stoning out.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you can warp stone out from there because once you get past that door, you're stuck into doing the third part of Magitech Facility. And since they know what the flags or places or what has what, if the item or whatever they're going for is not worth it, then don't even bother.
That's fair. I mean, us as we're basically like viewers that are commentating. We don't have no idea what's in the seed, so this is entirely on them.
Yeah, Mogri and Hefe, so shout out Schwans, hey, how you doing, bud? Mogri and Hefe have been basically chasing each other's tails. Sedekiaba and Zenobi and Sedekiaba with Falcon Hit and Yakawako. They're kind of mirroring their checks now a little bit. Although Zenobi and Sedekiaba did not get the realm, so they opted to get Celeste instead. And this is going to be the Shiva Esper off this Search the Skies check for them.
Yeah. If you do have someone with Blitz, Vargas can be you can just use Blitz, pummel, and fight's over.
Yeah.
It's just like vanilla. Like he just crumbles and boom, fight's over. Vargas down. Oh yeah, definitely a big dice roll.
Okay, so just to tally up some scores right now, we have Double Down to Monogry, 4 characters for Espers, Zenobi and Sedekiaba with 6 characters, I believe that's 4 or 5 Espers now, Jex Ferox and Hefe with 6 characters, 3 Espers, and Falcon Hit and Yakawaka with 5 characters, 5 Espers. So right now it looks like Falcon Head and Yaku are slightly in the lead. Probably going to go after. Yep. So they're going to go after Cyan now. So they're going to do some leg day. Get the stair climber out.
Yeah, they're gonna get their exercise.
Yep. And Sedokyaba is Zenobia and looping in that Opera House Dragon that I mentioned before. Probably the easiest to get to a dragon and always readily available. They're not really character blocked, so to speak. Although you can go into those areas to get the dragons. This one's usually the best one to loop in because it's easiest to get to. And there's a red Dargon too.
Ooh, yeah. He's in Shiva. Good choice. You rarely get to see Shiva being summoned, so it's nice to see.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can respect it.
So Fixed Dice did come out on Setzer, electing not to go with the shurikens, I guess, after all. Shadow actually doing decent with the health there. And Celeste definitely stacking the health now, over 1,000 HP already. That's a Meteo! Hello!
Ooh, that.
That's rough. Oh, but it misses Celeste because of, wow. Illumina and Minerva partying up together. This is going to be rough.
Ooh, yeah. So, Medio hurts. Really does.
So does Love.
Well, that's Flare. I
Yeah,
think that
this
might be
is-
Celeste. Celeste might be dead now.
Nope.
Oh,
Miss.
no, she died.
Woohoo!
Okay, he's still.
My
still dead.
girl.
Yeah, that Medio was unexpected.
A little bit. Oh, here comes a Fire 3 raining down everybody. I have to get everybody back up. Oh, my goodness. Oh,
That's
to reset out. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I was like, yep, that's the reset. I can already tell you.
We're going to check in with actually Hefe and Jexferox now as Sedokyaba, and they're going to retry that. We're going to check them out because they're actually doing Dream, so let's see what they're planning on right now.
Where? If you don't get a hero ring, no big deal.
Right. It's one of those things that's nice to have, but not a necessity.
Yep.
All right, spicy chicken, let's go.
No, it's Ifrit.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll have a nice little boost in some EXP, though. Spicy Chicken's gonna get a little ahead of you. That Spicy Chicken fight's gonna be scary. But if you have Stunner, you can abuse the crap out of it.
Okay, so it looks like that they're actually going through Dream. They have Infert right now, but it looks like Spicy Chicken is waiting for them at the tail end of Dream. This is going to be a little difficult for them.
Yeah, ooh, Flare Star coming out. Oh, must be, well, at least that's protected from that.
Yeah, they also mentioned having Rome with Stunner to try to get through that fight. Again, we mentioned that before, where the Sword Tech ability for having Stunner, because that's the only real magic power Sword Tech that you can use. Everything else is worth of Strength. So, yeah, that's a bouncy ball. I think at this point with Dragon, you're just going to get what you get and just like it for Sedokyaba and Zenobian, as Mongri and Double Down do their own Dragon. That's the Dirty Dragon that we saw before at Mount Zozo. Falconhead and Yakko Wacko do get their Cyan as well, topping off their 6-character count. Whew. Action's fast and furious here.
Yeah, I definitely wasn't expecting that Meteor to come out. Woo.
Oh, and we're doing the search of skies for the Vargas and the Pooh Bears. Fun times. That's a Fire 3 with a +1 magic power. Hello.
Ooh.
That's off Bismarck, I believe.
10 minutes.
Yep, they had 10 minutes prior to race. It was countdown on a timer, so it was actually it was more like 10 minutes, 10 seconds. But anyways, but yeah, they had 10 minutes to look for the guides to look at the spoiler log. So yeah. Ooh, Megalix are available. Always like to have one of those in your back pocket for the Kefka 4 level.
Yeah, definitely. Especially when you just fall in one, you're at 1 HP. Yeah.
Oh, and that's on the airships. That is accessible the whole entire race. Nice.
Oh, yes, that's really good. Um, Especially, I wouldn't think they would have money right now, but I'm sure they're planning on getting one later.
By the way, thank you, Crewster. I'm going to say KW3STR, Celeste Best Girl. Thank you. Thank you for that. I appreciate that as we agree and double down. Do pick up the Celeste that I mentioned before.
I can't say I agree, but I'm going a big argument. I'm
Well,
going to.
Tara's not making an appearance today. Sorry. Likely won't be making an appearance since it looks like we are focused on having a 6-man party being Strago, Cyan, Setzer, Shadow, Mog, and Celeste. Although we do have a Realm instead for Falcon Hit Yaka Waka. So we do have to ask them why going for Realm instead of Celeste like everybody else did. So.
And someone asking in
Heavy
chat,
Resurrection.
is there a skip today?
There is a skip. It is 9 characters only. 6 characters, 12 espers to unlock Kefka's tower. However, the skip is 9 characters, which I highly doubt they're going to get to them unless those characters are very readily get available, and it takes less than 10 minutes to get all 3 of them. So, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Don't think there's going to be a skip plan today, but the siege still has a whole lot to go, so we'll see.
Yep.
Thank you.
Dang it, Andrew.
Thank you.
I'm not doing commentary with you anymore, Andrew. Well, here's the spicy chicken that we mentioned before. Spicy chicken's in chat if you got them. So this is the fight they were a little worried about, but we do have Super Balls available with Stunner and some other things, so we'll see how we get through.
Yes, she is the best girl. She is.
We're just gonna have to do a podcast, Final Fantasy 6 like Worlds Collide podcast, and just have a debate on who the main character is and who the best girl is. Like seriously. What's technically for World Collides would technically be Realms. She has so much magic power, but still, I mean, unless you have Illuminas and Atmas available, I guess.
Spicy chicken. Oh, Fenrir. Didn't see that. Apparently that's what the reward was in Daryl's tomb.
Yeah, so Fenrir, that's why they're going to Daryl's tomb, because that is one of the key espers you need for Final Kefka K3 specifically. Because that lets you survive the Calmness auto kill. Ooh, that's half the team down there.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. This is going to be a very painful fight, it looks like. They wouldn't be doing it though if they didn't know they could actually do it. So
yeah, and unfortunately for Dream, you're kind of stuck there doing this after doing the first 2 checks, if the first 2 checks were good. So you're kind of just stuck here now.
Yeah, exactly. after all that they're doing, so it's kind of like you have to do it now. Sadly. Ooh, cyclonic. Having a hard time getting everyone back up, it looks like.
Yep, well, everybody's back up. Yeah, they're whacking away with the sword. They're not doing the charge up with the realm for the magic power. I think that would actually do more damage than just swinging an Illumina.
An interesting thing, Falcon Head's team going into the Coliseum. I honestly, that doesn't actually come in effect too much, in at least that I'm aware.
Yeah, but with spoiler log, yeah, Swan says you saw Illumina's there. So with spoiler log on and available, you know what items you could get there. So if you could bet a decent item, you get like a whole stack of Illuminas for your entire team. As that, wow, that just missed. Auto kill there, and Jeff gets through spicy chicken with all 4 people up.
Woo!
That's huge.
GG's there. GG's there. Hopefully they get the right damage going.
Oh no, just another break. Misses again. Woo. And Mog wins.
I didn't see what the item was though.
I think it was an Illumina. Or was it offerings?
Ooh, we have
Oh,
an
it was
offering
offerings.
going.
Okay, so that was offering that they could grab.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely good. Offering lets you get 4 attacks off with 1 weapon. That's the main reason. I'm pretty sure that they got that.
Yeah, definitely. And they're going to go straight to do the dragon at the Opera House. Looks like Jexferox and Hefe. They're going to be doing a leader check here. It looks like Sedekiaba and Zenobian were thinking about doing Dream, but decided to not do it now. They're actually going to switch over and do Burning House, maybe? No, shopping, I guess. Oh, that's Edgar.
Yeah,
Edgar,
yeah,
leader.
Ooh.
With Runic and Natural Magic.
I wonder what Natural Magic he's going to have, though. Ooh, Goddess.
Oh, this is difficult. So they already had 6 characters, so I'm guessing that they are going for the shortcut. There's no other reason for it. Unless they needed more characters to get more Espers with. And Edgar had the most Espers to offer. But that's a rough road to go through in order to do that, though. Because again, they didn't go do Celeste, and Celeste had at least 3 Espers available on her checks. So
yeah, Stunner coming to work here though.
And we're gonna flip over to Falcon Hit and Yako Wako's game because they are having the issues with Red Dragon now that we saw earlier with Jexrox and Hefe.
Ooh, Merton came out.
And that's a nope. We're not dealing with that anymore.
That was a reset. Like, yep.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's a little sad situation when you got that going.
Yepper.
Looks like Seto and Zorobian is going into doing. It looks like they might actually go with the
Dream.
dream sequence. Yeah. Looks like they're doing that now.
Yeah, Red Dragon is definitely mad today, chat. Actually using Meteor at one point as well, so.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely rude.
Oh, here comes Overcast from Goddess as well.
Yeah. Well, it missed Shadow at least.
That's interesting. Must have a mental ring or something on. Quadricice maybe just doesn't have
Oh no, they did. They were doing Stunner with her.
Oh, well, killed her anyways.
Yeah. So there's that at least.
Oh, Celeste rocking the offering her Atma weapon here. Or something there. She attacked multiple times now for Seto Zenobian here. To take out Infrared.
Yeah. Ooh. GG is taking out Goddess though. Like, wow.
Celeste double Illumina. Okay.
Double Illumina. Was there an offering on?
No. Oh, maybe,
Okay.
because I don't mean double offering. Nah, you don't want to do offering with Luminas, though.
Yeah, you don't want to do offering with Illuminas.
You do
That's
want to do it with a fixed dice, though, because we do have fixed dice available with the Setzer. So that would go for it. So the offering would go with this fixed dice, or the Valiant Knife, because Valiant Knife's also available with Mog.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the hero
Yeah.
ring that we're looking for.
Oh, I actually forgot you could do that. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, do what?
We could get the hero ring from that, the chest from that side.
Oh, yep. And of course, those 3 chests are always the same to unlock the door. This is everybody's favorite puzzle game. Round 2 for Falcon hit Yaka Waka with the dragon here. Ooh, I'm doing good damage now. That's a Valiant Knife coming out of Mog with the offering there. That we mentioned.
Apparently, someone mentioning chat that apparently there's a Gao somewhere. I didn't see. I wasn't looking at the correct screen apparently. Oh yeah, I think Heavy and Jack Rock are going for the skip. There's no way that they're not with where they're routing.
Well, again, 12 espers is a lot of espers, and you're going to need more than 6 characters to get 12 espers, probably. So, we also need to take that into account as well.
True.
Because that's like almost half the espers in the game, so...
Yeah. Oh, there's Gao. Okay. That is a, you can? Okay, so let's see. Gao has 2 checks. The check on the Velt, and then the kind of Serpent Trench thing.
That's
check.
a lot of danger noodles on the screen for Jex, Ferox, and Hefe. I always hate this when you have Ultros on top of the vines. It's like, no. Just no.
We don't talk about it, okay?
Yeah, too many types of tentacles. My God. Oh, Gao. Gao was the Edgar impersonator for the thief check for. Oh wow, empty. Wow.
Empty
so
chest.
they got Gao. So now they have 7. They have 8 characters now. Go go.
I mean, with the amount of like characters that they're getting, it's very obvious to me they're going to skip.
Yep. Yeah. Let's see if see what the next character they're going to go for here.
Lumina. I guess you need to find me a Genji glove too, if you can.
Genji glove.
That's where Control F, just type Genji glove and you can find it.
Okay, unfortunately they're not talking as much as I thought they would be there, but yeah, so they did find Illumina. They're going to find a Genji glove to double up on their Illumina user though.
Well, that's good.
Which an interesting thing, yeah. If all you gotta do is hit Control Find in the the notepad and find where the Genji gloves are.
What? What does that even mean?
Yeah, so you could do search for text on a document. So you hit Control F, that puts you a find logo, and just type in Genji glove, and it'll search for where all the Genji gloves are located for this entire thing, because they do have the spoiler log. So,
wow.
So hey, I need to go shopping. Where's the best place you can find Genji gloves at? Okay, well, you can find them here at Elbrook.
Wow. Wow.
That works. Hey, it works.
It works, but
oh man.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, so the the clock can also be randomized as well if you do have there certain flags for it, but it's not turned on, so it is the base clock thing. So it's just to get a free item out of that, really. You can also make the clock also available to be a flag reward for doing it. So you can randomize the clock and make it a reward if you learn what the correct, well, wrong, correct time, whatever you want to say, the clock is. So that's actually a reward you can loop in there with the customization we have in this game.
Yeah, and it looks like Mugre's team and Zeto's team kind of chasing each other.
Yeah, and it looks like Falcon Hand and Yakko Wacko do get pick up their Celeste as well. That's be character number 8 for them, maybe, or 7. So they might be on the path to doing shortcut as well. I think shortcut might actually be default for this because of the number of espers we need.
Yeah, I can see it. I can see that.
By the way, they did pop in the chat there. All the racers, the runners with their coach slash spoiler log person, all their Twitch streams are available there in the chat along with the restream team. I'm Saberwolf. I'm joined by Goku Black 9974 and Ceiling Cat. We unfortunately just had to step away, so we're gonna have to pull some double duty here, doing the tracking as well. Everybody, we're pulling triple duty now. It's all good. So give some love to Ceiling Cat before she goes here.
You're doing triple duty?
I am doing triple duty now, so you're pretty much commentating now, and I'll let you know when we jump in on things now. Good luck to me. This ain't gonna work very well now. Schwans, help! Get your booty in here. Jex Ferox and Hefe pick up their 9th character now. That is Celeste for them. So they actually unlocked the shortcut, but they still have a long way to go with the espers, unfortunately.
Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, unfortunately, Seto Kiaba does not show the espers and stuff that they're looking for, so that's not helpful. So I can't backtrack, see what they got and what they didn't get.
Stream of consciousness 3 stream.
Okay, and
They're doing something. They're doing something else.
yeah, we're turning dragons off. Dragons, you're going away. Bye-bye. We're not dragging dragons anymore. With that noise. Hey, we got spicy chicken down. Spicy chicken down from Augury.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going for the heal. Not really free heal, but you have to fight to get the heal. Not a horrible fight.
Now, Falcon's team is catching up with Mogre's.
Not going for the hero ring though in the chest. They just kind of skipped the chest there. I guess I guess by now they should have their full build, so they really don't need anything else.
Yeah.
By the way, we're coming up on the first hour of the race here. I want to remind everybody to check out our webpage, which is ff6wc.com. You can grab your own flags, make your own flag sets, and roll your own seeds on there for like Ultras League, the Moogle's First Seed, or the Standard set. Whatever you want to look for is also available there, along with our Discord. And if you jump into our Discord, ask a simple question, you'll get some answers within seconds of asking it on Discord. Somebody's there always, all the time. Right now, we're watching the kind of a coaching / racer race. You're kind of thinking about it as like rally racing, where you have a driver and you have somebody in the passenger seat telling you where everything is, where the turns and jumps are. That's pretty much what this race is, and it's kind of a showcase of the new Moogle newcomer, kind of like a league thing that we're trying out to coach you and also race at the same time. So it's kind of cool.
You actually don't need to pull any of the handles in the Dream Spin, correct? Answering a question in chat. Yeah, we're pretty much just following each other's paths at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're an hour in, so everybody's kind of chasing their own tails. We pretty much know what stuff is getting where. Seto Kiaba doing the floating island. That's the realm. So we're about to get realm here in a second. Again, they don't have a tracker on there, so I'm not going to be able to verify what they have and have not gotten. Unfortunately. But I do know they're going to get realm, so we're going to pop that on there, at least.
Yeah.
And I believe that's an Esper for, for Hefe. Actually, learning the sword dream is kind of a nice thing, because when you have Cyan with the realm, you actually do learn all 8 sword techs, because that actually does give you the auto kill cleave as well, to loop in there. So that's actually a smart thing to have realm in the group, knowing you have sword tech and actually having Cyan to unlock the dream. That's actually a pretty good combo.
Yeah, I didn't really think about that.
Yeah, if you have Cyan in the group and you know I have a sword tech user in the group early on, you definitely want to get Dream In done early, because that will give you all 8 levels without even having to level up to learn the rest of them. You'll get all 8 of them early, immediately in the game. So, yeah, definitely get that early on. As Mongree and Double Down are actually doing Upper House World of Balance now.
Yeah. I didn't see what the reward was though earlier.
That would be... It's an Esper, stray Esper, and therefore you have to fight the piranhas.
Ah, okay.
I'm multitasking. I'm good.
Yeah, you're like triple tasking.
Oh, God.
You're doing 3 things at once.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the tracking, guys, is not going to be accurate totally. I'm going through each stream. Unfortunately, like I said, Seto does not have auto tracker on, so I'm not sure what they have right now. So, unfortunately.
Yeah. Shout out to my co-commentator who is also tracking.
Oh, so one good thing to note right now is that Falcon Hit Wacko is actually going to be on the hill after these 2 checks. Both these checks, I believe, are Espers here. So that is actually going to put them on the hill for the Kefka unlock, but not the shortcut. I'm just verifying that on the Celeste checks here, which are actually not listed, unfortunately. But I know that the trash is... Sea Behemoth with the Esper.
Ooh, yeah. Well, at least, you know. There we go. You're basically retracing our steps.
That's actually also a good item for Realm, because that Behemoth suit, Realm can actually naturally use that, so good good armor for her to have.
Oh yeah, definitely. Apparently there was music before, but it's gone now.
It's still there. It's underneath. You're not going to hear music, guys, because we are jumping on each of their streams sometimes, hearing their guys' conversations and all. So that's why there's no music. We can't listen in on battles and stuff because you're going to have multiple people's mics on it all at once, and that's just going to be confusing hearing 4 different voices talking about different things. So, but the music is there in the background. Trust me, it's just really, really low. I'm actually going to change it to something else because yeah, that one's been running for quite a while. Go back to Terra's theme, I guess. We're running Celeste's theme. We'll go back to Terra's theme now.
Terra's theme is a relaxing theme, at least in my opinion.
Well, it's the overworld of World of Balance theme, actually.
It's still relaxing though.
Yeah, it is.
Master Pug. Master Pug, huh? In the trap chest in Daryl's tomb. I don't think we've seen the trap chest in Daryl's tomb yet. I could be wrong. Very true. You do have a point.
Okay, shout out to Swans. He's going to jump in on tracking. Thank God. Ah! I was hanging in there for a bit, but not anymore.
Welcome back.
I
was kind of feeling lonely.
I don't want to be lonely no more. Okay, that's what we can do until we get done monetized. Anyways, okay. Yes, thank you, son. Everybody in chat, thanks, ones. And also, shout out to Miss McKay of new first-time chat. Thank you very much for joining us. Who have we heard from in a while? Okay, let's jump in and listen to somebody talk other than us for a minute. See, we just listened to, who was it? Falcon Hit, right, last time? Well, they just on Kefka. Let's see if they're going to go to Kefka's tower or not here.
This will probably be a sub 130 over there. Okay. So let me tell you again your bosses. Okay. In the Guardian spot is number 24, and the Poltergeist is Haydn. That's your group 2. Group 1 is going to have Flame Eater, and group 3 is going to be the Cranes. Wait, you didn't get the skip?
Oh, so a little confusion there that they just realized they did not get the skip there. Actually, they thought they had the skip and they don't. But they did read off what the some of the bosses are going to be. Flame Eater. They have Cranes. Is going to be one of the bosses we're going to find here in a little bit, as well.
Yeah, unfortunate. Just the skip is like if you compare like time difference, the skip versus the actual going through Kefka's tower, I think it's like 5 minutes faster. We're just comparing times.
Well, it depends on the skip though, like where these characters are located to actually get these characters. Because in order to get through Kefka's tower to that point, it takes about, I want to say about 9 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes, depending on how good of a runner you are. And if you can get those, like, 3 characters in that minimal amount of time, because they know where everything was, so they know where the loop thing's in and such. And I guess it's just unfortunate they didn't have 9 characters, I guess. They only had 7. So if getting those 3 extra characters takes less than 9 minutes to do before going to Kefka's Tower, then it's worth it. So, yeah. And yikes. So Jexferox and Hefe are actually inside the I forgot what's Ebbets Rock, and doing the unfortunately fighting the trio, the twin, the here. So not a really good fight to have here.
Ooh, the flare star went off.
Yep. Setakiaba and Zenobia getting the Tri-Touch check. Getting another Esper here. That's Esper number 10 for them. By the way, 1 hour, 8 minutes to Kefka entry, but it was without the shortcut. So it's gonna be interesting to see what point they get to the switches to where I guess mostly where Jexarux and Hefe are going to be at, because they're the ones that are currently holding the shortcut right now.
Yeah. So Mog went down in the fight, but thankfully they were able to get him back up. I mean, what else can you say there? It's like, well, it actually can.
Oh, that's Shoat. So Shoat there is actually a good Esper to have. It's a good Kefko tier 1 Esper to use in a summon, because the break that it gives does affect the right hand as an insta-kill. So.
Yeah. Definitely good. Definitely good Esper. I don't think we quite know what it teaches. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, but we can still use the Esper summon to actually use the effect of it, though, when we find Final Kefka. So it is going to be one of the Espers they want to equip, along with the Fenrir. We're seeing Seraphim's okay. Haven't seen Gollum, haven't seen Kieran, haven't seen Siren either.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to make not too much of an impact, but enough of an impact that it might affect something.
Okay, so to get to the first set of switches, it looks like it's only going to take Falcon to hit. Took them about 5 minutes to get to the shortcut part. So literally, they've already made up the time for shortcuts as nobody else is in Kefka's Tower at this time.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It looks good for them right now.
Okay, that's Magimaster Jr. That's not Magimaster.
No, it's number 24.
Yeah, Mog still doing work with a Valiant Knife, though, for that team. We want to also know where everybody else is. Marguerite is doing the Floating Continent right now. Zenobian is doing Ebbets Rock, which we know are actually going to be the Three Stooges, which is going to be a difficult fight for them. Hefe is doing the Tri-Touch check, which we just saw Zenobian just do. And that's the Tunnel Armor, which is going to be an easy fight.
Yeah, extremely weak against lightning. Fight's pretty much over.
Boom, boom, done. Boom,
Yeah,
boom,
we're done.
pow.
Yeah, pretty much done at that point.
They're back in my style. Okay, so Haydn and the Haydenites for one of the first statue bosses here. Amazing, pop band. Get their latest tracks.
Someone in chat really likes your singing.
Oh, I appreciate that. Yeah, watch my stream. You'll get plenty of it. I'll tell you what. Thanks, Jones. So, Celeste is kind of muddled right now. Just equipped a Atma weapon on her as well, so she's gonna be hitting things for RGP rating people to death. That doesn't help either. But Mog again has a Valiant Knife. Is gonna be rocking that 4K damage each swing. And that's a kapow for that boss.
Ooh, that could have been really bad. Depending on how long that fight would have went long for, if it would have went longer.
Celeste, spreading that money around, y'all.
Just threw it at your ally.
Celeste making it rain. Ay. Oh, Falcon Head's a little drunk here.
Yeah, he just had too much to drink. That's not too bad.
Nah, that's all good. Jex Ferox and Hefe also going with the Mog with a Valiant Knife strat, as they're actually doing Veldit for Gao's check to looks like get their last Esper here. There's no other reason why to do this. Oh man, no luck yet. I'm trying to find the NPC here.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta love that Valiant Knife. That's a little fun thing. Looks like Seto and Zarabian are going into the Kefka's tower here.
Okay, so second one's into the Kefka's tower. Hefe's not going to be far behind them as soon as they find this other... Oh, Mogri's also going in. So we have 3 teams about to get in here as soon as Hefe can find this dang last NPC for this... Oh, Senior Behemoth, hello! Not the person you want to fight here. Try to get your last Esper here on the Veldet, even.
Yeah. Not something you... I'm just gonna say that right now.
Okay, so Seto Kiaba and Zenobian are actually doing a strat. They have the short... Well, maybe they have the shortcut. I'm not sure. If they don't have the shortcut, they're going just doing the standard set. But if they do have the shortcut, they might overload their first team to try to get rid of these first 3 bosses, and then warp out. Oh, that's free Mega Elixir right there. That's nice. And then warp out to go back in on the switches to take out the other 2 bosses with 2 strong characters, instead of only having 1 character on the other 2 bosses. Hefe finally getting that Esper they needed. They're going into the tower, so now all the teams are in the tower now as we speak. But Falcon Hit is 1 switch away from starting Kefka. And they did say they're looking for a they're looking for a 90-minute run, which I don't think they're going to get now. 118, it's going to be close.
Unless they can finish it within 2 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think they have quite enough offense for it. They might. But they got to get through Niles and Fraser Crane first.
Yeah.
Again, remember, and how do you remember that? Remember Niles and Fraser from the Fraser show? Niles and F. Fraser. Fraser fire's on the right. So that's the best way to remember that. So you don't want to cast fire on the right one.
I just have it memorized.
Well, for us simpleton people who play other games like that, they have to memorize multiple things. That's just the way it works, okay?
All I'm saying is that I play this game a lot, okay?
Okay. This one's like Left Loves Lightning. Yeah, okay. Sure. Anyways, Falcon Hit does get the last one down. Ooh, it's gonna equip a unicorn. That's a cool strat. Because you do run into a skill called Trine, technically a skill called Trine, not Train. It mutes and blinds your entire party. By equipping Unicorn, it actually casts Remedy on your entire party to counter that. And you usually equip that on somebody who has a ribbon on them, so they can immediately remove that from the entire party, especially if you don't have Mantra and stuff like that. So,
yeah, that's definitely a good strat. Falcon Hit's team going into the final Kefka fight. See how they handle this.
Yep, so we're actually going to listen in on them. We'll chit-chat a little bit under them. But yeah, now they're going to the big boss fight. We're actually going to listen on their feed from here on out. So here we go. No, they're not a winner. We're not winning yet. We're just going to listen in on them. Come on, backup tracker.
Haven't won yet.
I almost put it in the wrong party.
Oh, I've done that.
Yep, so using the break on the right arm there, it is susceptible to break and instant death. Break does work. We did hear the death there. So now we're going to work on the head. The head's the next one to go down because we don't want to leave head up last because that's going to do a really rough attack on the entire party to do a lot of damage. The head actually has more HP than the two appendages do, so that's why it's going to take a little longer. But it is weak to fire. And we do have Fire 3 available.
In this fight.
Oh, we also have Quick available on Mog with a Valiant Knife, so there's a strat for Final Kefka there.
I'm super afraid of hand.
Oh yeah,
cannon
definitely.
immediately.
Yeah,
We probably
that's
are
what I
going
was
to
looking
see
at. I don't know,
some.
does anyone have
If
life
they're
free?
not quad
I
9
didn't see
hits,
I think
they're
so.
going to be close.
That should-
We're
that's
going to be
probably
seeing
faster.
4 come out
Oh,
before.
Yeah.
Must have taken
I don't
15
think
Wow.
Final Kefka is long for this world.
No, that was a quick... Yeah, they could do a sub 90, so you want to talk about tier 2?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Ifrit had life free.
Okay, so the
That is a good safety.
the one
Or I
on
guess I
the
could put, like,
far
I could have
left,
had it
not
shoot
a
right up someone,
magic-based
yeah, it's
party,
awesome.
is the most dangerous.
I never...
Can silence you. Its attacks are very, very
Once. It saved someone.
bad, but it's weak against mute. So yeah, I don't know why, but it is. And then we have the one that basically does all the punches. We do see Mog go down, which is kind of sad.
Yeah, we all felt that one. And not having life 3 either to instantly bring it back up to that low health because we want to have Mog at that low health to make the Valiant Knife more effective. But there's that Siren coming out for that mute you were just mentioning. So
Yes,
Siren was available.
Not really.
Yep,
They're
Siren
just
was
left
available,
handed,
so that
though.
means
That's
the then this phase is not going to be nearly now.
Oh, but the X-Zone misses tools there.
Yeah.
And if you really want to be a troll, Tiger's susceptible to poison.
Valiant Knife's actually a pretty good strat. This.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really need to get Tiger and Tools down here, though. They're definitely doing some damage now. Tiger's weak against ice and poison. X-Zone again misses again on Tools. That's the feminine kind of person leaning up against the vine, where the kind of the eye of like kind of a machine thing in the middle of the screen there is. That's where they're located. That's where that pixel point is located. They are susceptible to instant death here, so. But 2 misses
Yeah.
there so far.
Mog went down again.
Oh, we do have life 3, so here comes life 3 on this. Oh no, Delta hit. Who's that gonna hit?
Ooh.
Oh, right when it casts life 3! Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see.
Finally, Tools goes down.
Yeah, that's not something you want to see, especially when
Moogle Rush!
Life 3's going off. Life 3, like,
The one problem with VK, though, when you have a low health character, is sometimes they'll use their limit break when you don't want them to.
oh, did Mog use his limit break?
Yeah, Moogle Rush. Desperation or limit break attack, whichever you want to call it.
And you don't see it very often because it comes out. It's like a low chance of coming out.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate though.
Yeah, Moogle Rush, which is basically pummel, just a lot higher damage.
Yeah, you don't really see that come out too often.
No. Ooh. Yeah, we want to get hit Bluey in the front there. That's tits, sometimes also called. They're not really weak to much to anything, but we want to get them down next because since magic is silence, once we get hits down and dead, we could just take a breath, reset our whole entire team, get some life threes going like that before going to the third stage of Kefka.
No,
So.
well, if I attack with Mog,
Yes.
and
The
I kill
the
magic
what I like
enemies,
to call
then,
the calmness
I'm going to
stage.
avoid this best.
Yeah, this is definitely like once you get hits down, you have muted on magic. It's definitely like quote unquote halftime for this Kefka climb because it is a boss rush of four bosses. So,
Yes.
but it looks like we're going to move on to tier 3 here, as Sedakyaba and Zenobian actually hit the boss Kefka switches now, moving into second place overall.
At least so far.
But definitely not going to be a 90-minute run for Falcon Hit and Yako, so unfortunately here.
It doesn't look like that's going to be the case. I mean, maybe if they can.
Not,
if they
not
can,
with animation time, no.
I mean, maybe if they do everything pixel perfect, but I doubt that's going to happen.
Ooh, Merton opening. Don't want to see that. It's probably the worst opening to get.
Ooh, Mog goes down.
Actually perfect because that might help.
Celeste with 4,500 HP for Sedokyaba Zenobian's team as Jex Ferox and Hefe start the Kefka climb here.
It's not bad to put an elixir out.
No, and that's definitely a dead girl on Cure 3. Girl, all she really does is Pro 1, really. But she absorbs everything. So here comes Fenrir out, because Mog did hit Sleep there, the guy in the front, or Kefka sleeping guy in the front. Did hit him like 3 times, so the lower the health is, the more agitated he gets, the more damage he does to your team.
Oh yeah, definitely good to get quick going.
Ooh. So, yep, and we have Fenrir up, so this is definitely going to take out Sleep here on the quickness. Yep. Calmness. That's one calmness
one
on
this time.
Fenrir. That's good.
Only one calmness.
There is a chance. There is a chance for 90. I am sorry. But they made animations. He's only going to have like a minute here to try to kill him. To keep it under 90. But
Yeah, overall we're seeing pretty good time for this. I said, overall we're seeing good time for this.
Yep. Oh yeah, definitely. This is really good times. But again, they did have the log. We did have to get more espers, 8 characters to unlock the end game here. But knowing where stuff is definitely cut down on the time of that. So
Yeah, definitely. I don't see Final Kefka lasting too long.
no, we're doing the quick strat with the okay, so
Dark Shadow.
unfortunately Shadow had the seizure from stage 1. So yeah, so this is going to be 8 hits into Kefka on a quick move here at 1 HP. So this is probably going to be a dead Kefka here.
This should be GG.
Kapow! Sub 90 for Falcon Hit and Yako Wacko.
Yeah, GG's on that one. Ooh.
There you go, sub 130.
Oh man,
Nice.
well played.
Good job, good job.
All right, for them. But we do have the race is still going though. I mean, yeah, they finished first. They are the winners of this run here. The official time being, let's see. They didn't post the time, but we know they won though. Oh, 1:29:28 is 1:29:28 is their official time. So
Yeah.
yep. Also, but we do have, like I said, we still have a close race though. Jex Ferox and Hefe, Seto Kiaba, Zonobi, and Malgary and Double Down are all on tier 3 Kefka. So this is still a neck and neck race here.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, yeah, definitely.
So Zonobi and Seto Kiaba take the lead, moving on to tier 3 now. Further up the climb here. Because everybody was chit-chatting earlier during the race and stuff, I think we're going to just try to talk to our winners here. Because everybody's going to finish so close to each other.
Are we gonna do the huge interview thing?
Yeah, I don't think we're going to interview 10 people in this room at the same time. I think it's really going to be hard to follow, but we'll definitely talk to our winners if they want. Yeah. In the meantime, I will put we'll do the dancing mad thing in the background here for now.
You got a 10-minute version?
It's actually 17 minutes long, so yeah.
I have mine. I have 9. uh. Yeah, I'd say they have. What do you think?
Well, I'm just waiting for them to see if they're ready to be joining us in chat. Sorry. Again, pulling multiple duty here. Sorry. But there comes Fenrir out for Zenobian and Seto Kiaba. Okay, I'll pull them in. Yep, so they're ready, so we'll bring them in now. Oh, sorry. Here we go. And here's our winners, Falcon Hit and Yakko Wacko. Congratulations, guys. Sub 90 there.
Thank you.
So,
It was a lot of fun. It was a
Whoa.
little bit stressful at the beginning. I'm not sure if you saw, but I was doing Gauss check when I didn't have Gao because we were talking about Gao. And then later on, I had to say that irrelevant to keep like irrelevant chatter to a minimum because it was very, very confusing.
now, we did listen in onto you guys when you entered Kefka's Tower. One of them goes, wait, we don't have shortcut? Like, was there like a miscommunication on the number of characters you had or something?
I guess so because I don't know. I was just following Yakko's instructions, and I was just like, oh, okay. And then I don't know. I thought the assumption was that we were just going into the bottom, but I guess there were characters. The only one I remember was there was a character at World of Balance Soma Siege, but I don't know where my 9th character was coming from, so I was just like, it's okay.
Yeah, and GG's on your win.
Thank you. It was kind of close. I got a Moogle Rush on tier 2.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if I get a Moogle Rush on Kefka 4, I die to an ultimate counter.
Yeah, that is one risky thing when you have a VK knife is getting those limit break or desperation hits off. Those things trigger when you don't want them to. So, but definitely
Yeah,
quick Valiant knife that'll do work though.
It's a very, very low chance, but it apparently can happen.
What is the chance? Like 1 in 32?
I think something like that.
Yeah, something like that. As we have Seto Kiaba and Zenobian coming in second place with a 134.33. So how'd you like this format with the kind of like the rally racing where you have somebody driving and somebody in the passenger seat telling people turn left 3 over jump, kind of thing.
It's very tough to stay focused because there's a lot of chatter, and also, I'm very used to like having no like I don't really talk when I stream. I don't really talk much, which I can understand that it's a not a very entertaining stream, but like I like to stay focused. And when I have like somebody else like directing me, it can get very confusing very quickly. But this is very fun. It, uh, it's very fun, I guess, as a spoiler format because knowing where the bosses are coming up, so you could like plan around a Doom gaze. Like when I did Floating Continent early, and I could like plan around Doom gaze at Floating Continent with Super Balls. So that was very enjoyable.
What about you, Yako? I don't think we have his mic. No, I don't think we have his mic. Okay. By the way, Double Down Marguerite coming in third here with a Kefka fight with a 135.58, and Jex Ferox and Hefe are just finishing up final Kefka here. But, ooh, here comes Trine. Or Train, as it was translated. Oh, that was weird. Empowered for 0 there.
I think Mog, or not Mog. I think Realm was fully healed. I think that's why.
Sets are checking out Lumina's at Kefka.
Wow!
That's when you know you're rich and you're rolling with good items, when you could chuck Illuminas at people.
Yeah, wow, okay.
But here comes an Excalibur flying at Kefka now. That might do it there. No, here comes Goner, which means Realm's probably going to be the only one standing up after this.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case.
Yeah. Well, anything else you want to chat about Falconhead as we wrap it up here?
Not much. Thanks for having me on. Thanks for putting on this community race.
Oh, definitely. This is a kind of a preview of the future of the Moogle starting out, just introducing the game to other people. So, yeah, should be fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Testing.
Hey, we got you now.
Hey, your mic unmuted.
Yeah, so answer all the questions I just asked for the past, 10 minutes.
Okay, what I've been trying to say. Well, this is my first time doing one of these, so I had no idea what I was getting into when I signed up. It was definitely very interesting, helping navigate him, and it was like I got to be careful, not to think out loud too much. But yeah, there was like a couple of little bit of confusing because I'm trying to figure out what routes would be best, and I think that's where the confusion came in on when he went into Kefka's tower, because if he had gone, because I think we were talking about doing Edgar and then getting Gao, and that would have been his 9th character.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. Because we were, like I said, we were listening in when you were entering Kefka's tower to see what the bosses might be or like that, and you're like, wait, we don't have shortcut. I was like, uh-oh. But yeah, I mean, it could happen.
Oh, you jumped in on the perfect time.
Yeah.
Regardless, you came in first.
Yeah, but it didn't seem to bother you guys. I mean, you still did Kefka's tower climb in 5 minutes to get to the switches, so it was only a 5-minute difference from having to, if you did have the shortcut versus just doing the climb up. So you actually probably worked out better in that case.
It really depended where Gao was.
Gao was in the basement. That's what it was, and
Oh,
Edgar would have. Yeah, so it probably was better because it would have been a goddess fight to get Edgar.
No, but the goddess fight would have been super easy, right? Because I had offering the knife, which doesn't get love tokened.
Oh, okay. Unless Goddess decides to do Goddess things, like what number 24 almost did.
Oh yeah, I almost got my butt VK offering after getting confused.
Well,
I'm lucky I tossed the GP rain with Celeste.
were you the one that got medioed by Red Dragon?
I did not, but I did get
Okay.
wiped by Mertens and
Well,
Flare Stars.
Yeah,
everybody
that
had
was
a hard time with
Martin.
Red Dragon, but one of the runners, I can't remember which one it was, got medioed by the Red
Oh,
Dragon.
It
oh
was
no.
it was Seto's team. I remember.
Oh, it was Seto's team. Okay, it was Seto's Zenobian.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Yeah, but Celeste was the only one to survive that.
Hey, at least someone survived it.
Yeah, I mean, but they tried to recover. There was like a nope, and they just had to redo it.
Yeah, it was just reset.
Oh,
Yeah, I
gosh.
think almost everybody reset at least once on the Red Dragon.
I mean, Medio's hard to like come by. You know, it's hard to survive when you're when you're at the low levels.
I think there's a lineup of interviews, so I'll just cut it here. Thank you for having me on.
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you for racing, putting on a show.
And dang you, Yakko, for beating me this week on on Ultras League.
Oh,
Ah.
gosh.
I thought the 142 was gonna make it. Ugh.
I was like, well, hey, last week I was in the bottom, so I had to kind of redeem myself.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
good.
fair.
I mean, I was in last with a 152 last week, so how do you think I feel about that?
Hey, I was averaging 213, man. I was averaging. Thank God I dropped that 128. Man.
Yeah, I have a 245, so I think you're...
Ooh. Well, you get to
Yeah.
drop you get to drop bomb too, though. So.
Yeah. I think week 3 was like my bad week. But this was like my second best. I think like I have a 139 and a 140 right now. That's about as good as I'm getting.
Alrighty. All right.
Yeah, and well, if that's all the questions we have, we'll feel free to let you go.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right, we're bringing in Hefe, Jexferox, Setokieba, and Zenobian, and for a very, very quick chat here. So yeah, tell us, guys, how was that?
Mistakes were made.
Oh God.
Yeah, I could see it.
It was a lot of fun. I had a good time.
So how was it overall, guys? Doing like, I guess the best way I could explain it is like rally racing, where you have somebody driving the car and somebody in the passenger seat telling you like left front, left 3 over like jump and stuff like that. Like, how was that kind of feel like a rally racing kind of thing?
Well, I would say it was like that, except as the person giving instructions, it's like you have selective amnesia. You're like, go left here, and then 5 seconds later, you forget that you told them to go left.
Oh, I know that
me,
feeling.
Go
me
ahead,
and
Efe.
Jex run different. We play the game different. We generally end up with the same result around the same time, but we think different about things. So it was interesting to get his perspective on the routing things, and a couple things changed mid-game because I was like, hey, why don't we do this? And he's like, you know what, that's a good idea. Then other times it was like, hey, why don't we do this? He's like, because you're an idiot. I have a spoiler log in front of me. Listen to it.
Go ahead, Jex, on that
Yes, that totally happened.
one. I think we listened in one time, and when one of those references was done. Go ahead, Seto.
I was going to say that Zenobian was being a little hard on himself. There wasn't really any miscommunication at all, and I can't think of any time where I went the wrong way because you said something. I felt like you communicated very well.
Oh, mostly about like, wait a minute, where's this EXP egg? I don't know what box that is. Does anybody know what box that is? Did anyone in the entire race go straight to that experience egg? I want to know.
I mean, I
I
went
got
straight
one.
to it vaguely.
I didn't go straight to it, but I got it.
yeah, I think one
It's like you
person
look in the
did.
spoiler log. It's
Yeah,
in. It tells you it's in the second chest, and it's like, okay, which one's the second chest?
Was
That's a
that
big
I
problem with the
forgot
spoiler
about
log.
the EXP egg. That
What-
was on me.
was that in
Oh,
Zozo?
that was our first priority. That's why I went
Yes,
to
it was
Zozo
in Zozo.
immediately.
Okay, yeah, because somebody did go immediately to Zozo
That
first.
was me.
Okay, that was you. Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause
we
we were
went
like,
there, we
why are you
just
going to
couldn't find
Zozo
out.
first? And we forgot. Oh yeah, you have spoilers.
We
Well,
had no
and-
idea where the egg was.
And so it was the last one I checked because it was by Mount Zozo entrance, and I of course did armor shop and then all the way up to Dataluma, and then worked out, and then checked the Zozo one. So it ended up being a little slow. If the spoiler log was a little more descript about what chest it was, it would have been a lot quicker if I checked to grab that thing.
Well, on the plus side, for you doing all of Zozo, if you grabbed everything, you ended up with that Genji glove, which was a big
Oh, yeah.
bonus.
Yes, that was not planned, but it worked very well because at the end, yes, Celeste was Experience Egg level 50, Hero Ring, Gingy Blood, Double Illumina, and then I don't know whatever else is doing, didn't matter. It was just the Celeste show.
And I don't know if you guys ever popped into our mics for a bit, but we were just kind of casually chatting about random stuff for about 80% of that. Because it's like, okay, we got the route, we're just having a good time now. And just it was a very relaxing experience. You'd think it would be like stressful for a little bit, but it's really not. It's very fun. I really love these co-op things. I hope to see more of them in this format. And Seto was talking about, like a traditional both players racing format. I'd love to see that again. These kinds of things are very, very fun.
So one of the things with the pilot co-pilot thing, the 10 minutes for me was not exactly enough time for me to get a full routing. So
Good
the
point.
early so my early game was like, all right, you need to hit these chests, you need to hit these chests, and this is going to be your first check. In the meantime, while you're doing that, I'm going to be figuring out your other stuff.
Yeah, that was all by design. I mean, heck, we were changing up what route of towns we were hitting up until the minute we hit go. As Zenobian was looking at more and more like stuff, he was like, "Oh, actually, this is here, that's there." But that was kind of on purpose. I purposely only gave 10 minutes, and I purposely added a lot of espers to force you to get more characters with no free progression, so that your routing wasn't brain dead. That you had to really sit there and figure out on the fly a good route.
Now, did other people do KT skip?
We did not.
I think Hefe and Jexrox did.
Yes.
They were the only ones that did, I think. But it was interesting because we actually listened in on Falcon Hit and Yakko when they went into Kefka's tower. And they go into Kefka Tower, and one of them goes, "Wait, we didn't have shortcut?" And they're like, the guy's like, "No, I thought you told me just go straight here." It's like, never mind, we'll just go.
Well, I think, and Zenobian, keep me honest on this, but I think you had to get Egder in order to get the skip, right? And that just was not going to happen.
Yeah, we
You
picked
could have
up
done
Edgar.
that, or you could have done Edgar and Gogo, but Gogo was Magitech 3, and we warped
Yeah.
out after 2.
Yeah, we did Edgar, and we did the first check of we did South Figaro Cave World of Ruin to pick up Gao. And then I'm like,
Yeah.
oh wait a minute, we don't need to do Ancient Cave if we're picking up Celeste.
Well, and that was the thing was once we figured out our route, we had already got characters that did not include Egder, so it's like you have to go get Egder and then go all the way to Figaro Basement and then all the way back out. At that point, you've lost your time to skip. Was kind of where we end up with our routing.
Makes sense.
Did you guys do Floating Continent?
Yes.
Oh, everybody did.
At first.
Goku, jump in there.
Oh,
You have a
that's
question, bud?
Oh, I was just remaining silent because I was just listening.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna be honest, okay?
Okay.
You guys
So-
did that first with the Doom Gaze and the Atma Weapon and the Guardian. That's pretty crazy.
I
Yeah.
bought 7 Super Balls and went. I said, you know what? Find me some Super Balls, find me some stuff to sell, and I'll go do it because we were looking at characters we needed and espers to get started. and that was a perfect place to start. So I just made it happen.
Yeah, I did warn Hefe, like, floating continent, the back half is going to be brutal. And
Yeah, we were listening in on that when you said, okay, well, you have was a spicy chicken is on the back end of Dream. It was we were listening on one of the streams.
yep.
Like, we were trying to figure out where Spicy Chicken and Inferno was. I think it was actually you guys, Jackson Cafe.
Yeah, well, I told Jax too. I said, if we're going to get started with Super Balls and, I don't want to find an Ultros that I need to throw a Super Ball at. Like, give me some tough bosses up front whenever they have no progression and I can kill them with a Super Ball or two. So for me, whenever I have Super Balls to start a seed, I want to find the hardest boss I can find, not the easiest, because I want to get them out of the way.
That's a good
Instead
point.
of taking flare stars to the face for 2500 HP, I'll get a fire for 25.
Yeah, that definitely feels better when you get like rid of like a goddess as one of the first couple of bosses when they're early game when they don't have their full power potential, I guess you could say. So
Right.
yeah, that is definitely food for thought there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely a good thought, actually.
Anything else you guys want to chit chat about before we wrap things up here?
I'm good.
Well,
I had a lot of fun, and thank y'all for doing this. And like I said, I'm not a big spoiler log guy myself, but I love running and other people telling me where to go. That was fun.
Jex, go ahead. We'll just go right down the order here.
Yep. I would just like to say thanks for having us. Anybody who's viewing, give the runners and the Restream team a follow. If you are also new to Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide, please join our Discord. We are happy to help you get started and learn what needs to be done in order to successfully do these things.
And tonight was a good example of that. Seto.
Yeah, I had a blast. I like races that are not just me racing by myself, whether it's co-op or being in a room together with a screen share race or something. So I think, I'm not very big on designing flag sets, but I do like designing these kind of things. So I think there's a lot of potential for a lot of kind of more fun Thursday night races that aren't just changing flag sets up. So stay tuned, and I had a great time.
All right.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry.
I had a.
Go ahead.
I said I had a fun time commentating and watching the race. I imagine I had a fun time actually playing.
Awesome. And Zenobian, one more thing for you.
I just want to suggest that anyone who hasn't tried being on the reader side of this, it's a lot more fun than it sounds. I would really want to suggest like giving it a try, like sitting down with. It doesn't even have to be in a tournament setting or like a showcase setting. Just sit down with a buddy and be like, "Hey, let's do a spoiler log run." It's a good time. Highly recommend it.
Well, we did listen on one of the runners. There's like, hey, just hit Control F and search for Gigiglove for me. That was amazing. Hey, I got 2 Illuminous. Hey, look for Gigiglove for me. Just hit Control F.
Guess who didn't get? Guess who didn't get a Genji glove too?
Oh.
This guy.
No.
Didn't get me complaining about Notepad being terrible because you can't use the home and end feature.
Yeah,
You can't.
remember you telling me that. Oh, that was.
He's not wrong.
No. All right. All right, we'll wrap it up there for y'all. Thank you all for joining us there for the after show chat there. Appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you
GGs.
guys. GG's.
Yep, have
Yeah,
a good night.
GG.
All right, Goku, let's wrap it up here. So, overall impressions of this run here.
Yeah, definitely was a good race. I definitely enjoyed it, and I enjoyed seeing what kind of routes they took. It was big. It was a big thing, and the first finisher sub 90. That's a big thing.
Oh yeah, definitely. But again, they did have the spoiler log, so they had a little cheats there for that. So
Yeah.
it's all good though.
Yep.
All right. So wrap it up there, everybody. Again, check out the website ff6wc.com. It's got the wiki in there. It's got the flag sets and seed rolling there. You have our link to our Discord in there. Please, please, please don't be afraid to ask questions and learn about the game. We are more than happy to help out with that. It's a great community here. So yeah. So again, check us out again. I'm Saberwolf. He's Goku Black. Shout out again for Stealing Cat for doing some of the tracking. And Swans for jumping in there mid-race to help finish that off for saving my sanity. Thank you, thank you. Check us out. Links are in the chat. And we will see you again Saturday at 9 p.m. this weekend, all right?
All right.
So take care. Bye-bye.